14 weeks ago, we started this journey with our favorite 90-day fiance cast members who have not found love yet. And a bunch of singles, some that were really cool and we met, some that were really not cool that we met, and some, I don't even know who they are.
There was a lot of randos, like just random people. We called them filler people.
And 14 weeks ago, when I started this journey, it was with my co-host Liz. Some of you are saying, who's Liz? You may hear us say, where's Liz? Go back to episode 1. That's Liz. She works a lot, but I did talk to her yesterday. I was able to talk to her on Monopoly Go, and she said she's loving the podcast. I said, come on back. When are you coming back? And she said, send the link. So I was like, oh, does she want a dice link? Does she want the recording studio link? No, she wanted our t-shirt link. She wants to go get a Where's Liz shirt. But hopefully things will happen and we will see Liz at some point.
Or hear Liz.
Hear Liz. But when we started out this journey, we were big fans of Tim. We were big fans of Jay.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know who he was, but we wanted to know who he was.
He should be on the next one they do.
And we thought Rob's kiss could have gotten Elise pregnant. It was pretty hot.
He's hot.
Now here we are, season 1, episode 14, the tell-all part 1. Yes. I'm so excited.
I am too.
Let's watch.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
So if you missed the Big Brother recap yesterday, I've gotten my voice a little bit back. I was only whispering yesterday, but I rested, been drinking a lot of soup, taking a lot of Mucinex. I can talk again.
You sound a lot better. Thank
Yay.
goodness. It was kind of scary listening to you yesterday. I ain't gonna lie.
It's very ASMR. The previews in this intro are a perfect example of how misleading reality TV editing can be. Going into this, we get edits that make it look like Colt's cheating on Courtney, which we'll find out what that's all about. We get Elise and Cole coming out of a car together, saying they've gotten really close. We'll find out what that's all about. We have Tiffany saying she doesn't judge people. Not so much editing as just straight up fabrication.
She was probably one of the most judgy people on the show.
Judgy-wudgy. But it's really interesting just to watch the first part of this episode, knowing what happens. And it's the perfect example of what editors do on reality TV shows. Why we can't trust what we see. Do we enjoy what we see? Yes. Is that why they're there? Absolutely. Would we want this show without editors? Heck no, we'd be bored out of our minds. I just think it's kind of cool.
Me too. It's very interesting.
So we're going to take a cue from Colt. I've got my tarot card deck that my friends brought me back from New Orleans along with a voodoo doll. My friends are weird, y'all. I love it. It's just kind of fun to mess around with this. So I don't have a Ouija board, just a little tarot deck. It's a little Halloween tarot. Dee, what question do you have?
What does the podcast look like in the next year?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. All right. So the future of podcasting for us in a year for remote reality, we got a reverse is 7 of ghosts. Now, according to my little handy dandy booklet, the ghost is the cups suit. So what does that mean for our podcast? It means that in the next year, we're going to gain clarity about career options and we won't still be chasing every shiny object.
That's interesting.
Is the podcast the shiny object?
Maybe it's the show.
Is this like you guys are getting back into legal work?
Maybe
start being a lawyer again, Lauren, and start being paralegal, Dee.
Maybe it means the type of shows that we'll be recapping. I don't know.
I think we're chasing every shiny object there.
I don't think we are.
Well, we're not supposed to know right now because we're supposed to gain clarity. Choosing a practical financial path instead of risky or unrealistic ventures.
Well, Lauren,
this ain't looking good, y'all. If shadowed, procrastination or ignoring responsibilities because it makes a choice feel overwhelming. I always procrastinate.
I know. I work for you.
No, you're my boss. Stop it. All right. So like and subscribe.
We'll do a tarot reading for you if you want our hands to touch it.
That would be funny. But we will be drawing those winners on September 1st. So
Yeah.
in just 4 more days, a $50 gift card will go to the winner from the Facebook group. And right now, there's still only 3 written 5-star podcast reviews with the little writing part. It's going to be 1 of 3 there. Leave that 5-star on Apple Podcast. Make it 1 in 4 chance. But we're going to send like a $50 just generic like Visa gift card.
Yeah, like a Visa gift card.
Exactly. All right. Well, back to the show. Thanks, Colt, for scaring the shit out of me.
Yeah. Maybe wasn't.
Tim and Tiffany blocked Elise for 6 months after filming because she slept with Carlo.
Wow.
I have to get on team Courtney here. Grow up.
It's crazy. It's very high school, just like Courtney said.
Elise did nothing wrong. Nonetheless, Elise found it in her heart to go hang out with Tiffany and Tim last night and Cole. Cole didn't do anything in this situation, but I don't know that I'd be going up to hang out with Tim and Tiffany after that.
Well, they must have kissed and made up.
Wouldn't be kissing them back.
A little surprised. I don't understand what bandwagon that Tim has jumped on here because I thought he was friends with Elise.
Thought he had a crush on Elise.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised.
Well, that explains it. He was mad that she was hooking up with someone else. They
Yeah,
were
that
both
makes
mad. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So in the first couple of minutes of watching the show, I texted Dee last night. I said, Tiffany looks like she's trying to be Elsa. Tim looks like he's trying to be Dracula. And Colt is Miss Damn Cleo.
And very accurate.
What 4-year-old's dress up Ben did Tiffany get dressed out of this evening?
It looks like one of those toddler kits that you buy out of the toy aisle at Walmart or something. It had a lot of foo-foo, feathery. I don't like that kind of stuff. So ugh.
It didn't even look well made, though.
It looked like a boa sewed to the top of a strapless dress.
Like a dollar store boa.
Okay, I'll go with that.
It wasn't like full feathers like you would see on Vegas showgirls or something.
I didn't like it.
Everybody was saying Tim looked like a vampire. I said the Dracula to you before that, and I was like, we're all on the same page.
Yeah, I said he looked like something the devil might be wearing in a movie. It looked very Halloween-y and Halloween-y.
Weenie.
Like this red and black ombre effect. I was like, all he's missing is the horns. Like, let's just throw some horns on it.
Hey, he's got the horn. He's horny for Elise.
I was a little bit shocked. He has really good style and taste when we've seen him in the show. So I was a little surprised by this outfit.
He always pushes limits, but I felt like he just gave up.
Yeah, I don't think it was the best choice for him.
This might be our 2 worst dressed.
Yeah, we may not have to wait till the end of the show to answer that question.
No. Let's go ahead and do best dressed. Who was your best dressed?
I loved Elise's outfit.
I did too.
She was amazing in it.
She was one of my top. In the end, though, hate to say it, but Colt looked the best. He had on a navy blue sports coat, white t-shirt, khaki pants. He looked good.
He was very casually dressed. I don't like dressing up, so
Colt
he was
casually dressed. Colt.
Well,
Colt looked like he just rolled out of bed.
That's true. I forgot about Colt's outfit. You're right. Colt was probably the worst.
Usman was casually dressed.
Yeah.
Oh, they weren't. No, Tim was the worst dressed.
I can't believe we're saying that.
I loved him.
I know. And we've always complimented his outfits throughout this season of the show.
He's usually like Cam Newton, but this week something happened. He looked like he was wearing his dad's jacket too. It was oversized.
It just did not look good.
Mm-hmm.
And he took it off to put it around Elise's shoulders, and it looked very stiff to me, like it wouldn't even be comfortable.
It's our first season of Hunt for Love, so it's our first recap. And Suki from Sister Wives is our host. That was a pleasant surprise.
We love Suki.
I did after the last Sister Wives reunion.
Yes.
She was earning her spot for this Hunt for Love.
Yeah.
She earned it.
Yeah. She does not back down after that.
I like her hosting these people too because she doesn't mess around.
No, she'll dig.
And she'll keep it straight and she'll call them out on their BS. She
I
had
love
it in her. I don't know why she was catering to the Sister Wives, the Browns, for so long, but she's showing what she's got and everybody's introducing themselves to her, which it took a minute for it to click in my head that, yeah, she doesn't usually do the 90 Day Fiancé tell-alls. They haven't met her yet. I'm just so used to seeing her on Sister Wives, which coming out September 28th. We will be covering it. And I dropped our reaction to the promo yesterday. So go check it out. Rob keeps it classy, which is what I would expect. They ask him how he feels about seeing Jennifer. He says, well, it's nice to see everybody. And then Tim tries to dig in and cause some drama. Oh, well, it's different. And then Tiffany tries to start some drama. Well, yeah, you liked her better than other people. Grow up. But Rob maintains his composure. And then Usman is asked, how do you feel about seeing Colt and Courtney here today? Usman said, I was going after Courtney. She was going after Colt. And then Tim chimes in with a little smart-ass comment, which was kind of funny. You're not used to Western women. Yeah. They're swinging and a miss, Usman.
True.
And that doesn't land well.
No, they start going at it, arguing.
Oh, they go at it. And really, this meltdown is not just about Tim saying he's not good with Western women. That Usman isn't. It's that Tim is fake. There's some things that have happened outside of this show.
He's a fake
and
friend.
Usman is furious.
Yeah, he said that Tim was a fake friend. And Usman, by the way, is on a TV screen. He is not present in the studio. He's on this TV screen sitting next to Tim.
That's how they usually do it with the people from overseas.
Usman is just extremely pissed off with Tim. And when we find out the reason, I'm like completely shocked. It was because he had unfollowed him on social media. I'm like, how old are they? Like, they're fighting about this to the point that Tim slaps the shit out of the TV screen.
Well, he calls him feminine. It goes there, and then Tim slaps that screen down. I feel like Usman is more mad at Tim for unfollowing him than he is about Courtney for all the stuff that she's been up to.
I know. I was just like, wait a minute. Did we just watch a fight over somebody unfollowing another adult? And then we just knocked the TV screen over. Usman is still talking, and the screen has fallen over.
Yeah, he is. He's just staring up at the roof, like, help, get me up.
And then they decide to move him away from Tim.
We'll put him over by Elise for now, where he's safe.
Safe and not going to get hurt.
I think that maybe Tim was Usman's real love on this show, and he's just so hurt. He's way more hurt about this than Courtney.
I'm just speechless with it. Like, honestly, what?
Well, like Courtney said, it's high school.
Very high school.
If
Although
even that. Maybe middle school.
Yeah, we didn't have social media when I was in school, so I have
Neither
no
did
idea.
we.
But I'm assuming
Or
that.
did we?
Yeah. This is crazy.
Facebook came out when I was in college. I might have been 21 when it came out. So I remember going to the bar and my friends convincing me to get a Facebook account. They were like, oh, look, you can make friends with these people in our college that we met out tonight. Anyway, Courtney reveals the real reason that she moved away from Usman and into Colt's arms. And it's because he broke his leg and she ended up with the caretaker role, spending time with him at the hospital.
And I figured that amount of time, they're probably getting to know each other more than anybody else on the show is with anyone. That doesn't surprise me.
And Usman was going on social media talking about Colt's past because he hasn't been faithful. He has been a cheater. He moved in with her parents.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying what it appears to be, which is that Colt is using Courtney. And Courtney was concerned. She was thinking, were these just toxic relationships and I'm different? That's dangerous thinking right there.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you look at the other relationships and yours probably will go the same. I don't think that Colt's just gotten unlucky time and time again. He admits he has trust issues. But then she brings up that they're in love. It doesn't look super convincing. She's like, yeah, we've said it.
And Usman's over there on his TV monitor. Shit. I was just rolling laughing.
He was like, I did not see that coming.
Especially since he professed his love like every time he saw her, just about while they were at the resort. And then to find out that she loves Colt. I mean, he was just like.
Let's be honest, I was surprised. I didn't think they'd be together at their reunion.
I didn't either. I'm very surprised to see them together.
They're together and they're still living with her parents.
But they do have some issues.
He's healing.
He's trying.
So here's where the edit is revealed. In the teasers, it looks like Colt has been talking to a lot of women, going behind Courtney's back. What it turns out to be is he made a friend. They never got sexual, but made a friend in Mexico City who sent him flowers to the hotel room. And then before he had come on the show, before he even met Courtney, he had been talking to somebody in Brazil for a year and had never met her. And he was supposed to meet her when he came back, which that didn't give me good vibes. That felt like he was not doing this for the right reasons. Listen to me. The right reasons. Okay, I guess the right reason is to be Insta famous, but
If that was the case, then Chantel was the same way because she had the relationship with Ashley. So,
but who cares? Who cares why they came on? Because look, they found love. What the heck?
I know.
Courtney said, you ain't texting these ladies under my mama and daddy's roof. So they needs to get to going.
Yeah.
And
I
Colt
think
cut him out.
he said that he changed his number, got a new
Changed his phone.
something,
Dang,
everything.
Colt,
Yeah.
how many women are you texting? Like, this wasn't as simple as just cutting a couple off.
Well, I hope he's not hiding a burner under his pillow or something.
Oh, shoot. I don't think that's all he's hiding under his pillow. That pocket puss. Ugh. Ugh. Glad I don't have visions of what I think in my head, but you do.
Every time you say stuff like that, I visualize it and I'm like, "Ooh." I'm over here like grossing out. You did it to me yesterday with Cody or the other day with Cody.
Sure did.
I mean,
I don't even know if Colt could use that fleshlight for what we're about to get into, which starts off quite interestingly. Usman is wanting to know about their sex life. He's interested.
I don't know why.
I don't know that I needed to know all of this, but Courtney says, Colt, give him the cliff notes. He's going to like beat around the bush. Colt, give him the cliff
Literally.
notes. You ate my puss. Wow.
We get details.
How does this work? This is while he's in the hospital bed with a broken leg. So he says he like rolls over and sniper crawls toward it. I don't have mental images when I think. So I thankfully, this aphantasia, I'm not picturing this. But Dee is hyper.
Yeah.
Fantasia.
I do.
How does this work, Dee? What are you seeing? Because I can't figure out this from a conceptual standpoint.
Okay, so like two things that I cannot even do is put Colt in the same category as my brain does a sniper, because I just imagine these like Navy SEALs or these very physically fit, handsome men. That's the first
we had a
thing.
Navy SEAL in my law school class.
Yeah, I can't see it. As soon as she starts talking about the rolling over stuff, I'm sorry, I imagine like a walrus like rolling over towards her or something.
Those horns are gonna hurt.
I don't know. It's just
I'm trying to figure out, like, your leg is super broken. You're in the hospital. How are you finagling this where you aren't ratcheting up that leg?
I know. Well, that's the reason why I said
Like, roll to the other side, not on the hurt leg. I don't know. I'm just glad I can't picture it. But apparently he was crawling toward her taco. And I know you said you were hungry and needed a snack soon, Dee.
Not no more. Before I got hangry. Now I've just got to wait.
Oh, and there's so much more.
So much.
This isn't all we're going to learn about their sex life.
No.
The details I never expected.
For shit's sakes.
So one of the problems in their relationship is that Colt's been on a lot of pain meds.
And muscle relaxers.
Clearly in the right state of mind to be choosing love. But even though he's choosing love, his body isn't able to choose love because he can't get it in Courtney. They have not had sex. He has a limp tip.
And she takes it personally. She's, blaming herself.
Well, to be fair, apparently she can get him hard and suck him off. It's only when it sniper crawls over to her taco that the turtle goes back in the shell. And she says it's because he's in so much pain, but why can't she just get on top of him? He just has to lay there.
Yeah, that would work.
I don't want to think about this too hard.
I don't want to think about it at all.
Carlo comes out, and really the only one talking is Tiffany. Elise just looks shocked about all the garbage that's falling out of Tiffany's mouth. Tiffany is insisting that she was so nice and she just wanted to be told about whatever he was feeling in these 2.5 weeks before he felt it. And Courtney and Colt say what we were saying the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to do? Like, come ask your permission, come knock on the door. She goes, oh, I don't need permission. Then what are you talking about? If somebody has to ask you to have feelings before they're allowed to do it, or ask you to hook up before it's okay to hook up, that's permission.
Yeah. Well, and she brought up girl code too, which honestly, in this situation, I don't know how much you can fall back on girl code.
There's no girl code. You and your girl are both there dating a bunch of dudes.
Exactly.
The same dudes.
Yeah, it is not the same at all.
And you just met her 2 weeks ago too.
Right. But, and then she gets to name calling, like she's calling Courtney stupid.
I guess we're stupid too, because I thought the whole season exactly what Courtney was saying. She said
and then there was something about Tiffany not being upset enough for
Carlo.
So
they did start coming after Carlo about that. Tiffany said, I was playing games. I was putting up a front to pretend like I wasn't upset. And Carlo came to her blubbering that she wasn't upset. Okay, so your games worked, child.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So much for honesty.
You're queen of the playground.
So much for honesty and kindness.
So much for mature adult. Get those words out of your mouth.
Yeah, she said she was the mature one. And she's sitting there calling Courtney stupid. I think she actually called her a stupid bitch, didn't she?
She called her a stupid bitch.
Yeah.
And then Courtney called her like, no, you're the bitch. And she goes, yeah, I am a bitch. At least she acknowledges that I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
I can be a total sweetheart, but you get on my bad side, it's not a good place to be.
I mean, really, can't we all, though? Like, seriously.
No.
Do you not recognize when you get mad and you're a bitch?
No, we can. You and I can. But there's some people that can't.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Like my friend Rebecca. Never seen her like that before.
But would she recognize it if she was being one? That's the difference.
I don't even think she would be one.
Well, that's true. They're probably, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there aren't people who can be bitches, but anybody that gets upset, that's the first thing that we are is a bitch.
Not all of us. Some of us have self-control. Not me.
Okay. Not in my circle either.
Courtney, she and I think alike. I mean, I'm also a financial professional. One of the things I do is I practice financial law as well as criminal defense. And I don't think I'm the stereotypical, like, numbers. You're not sitting there thinking I'm running numbers all day if you meet me. You're probably thinking I'm stupid, which I am. I'm goofy as hell. I don't know. Courtney was saying all my thoughts.
She was articulating our thoughts very well.
Throughout this whole season. This whole season, we've been like, I want to hang out with her.
Yeah. I was surprised when she said that she didn't really make a lot of friends there.
I know. I would have been your friend, Courtney. But then again, she was in the hospital.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Tiffany, she could be the sweetest person in the world. This could be the edit because, again, based on what we're seeing, I don't know how Elise changes and becomes friends with her and hangs out with her the first night back. So this has to be some of the editing. And we know how manipulated these editors can do us. Yeah. We know that just if you watch the beginning of the show where they make it look like Colt's cheating, and then you watch the episode and you're like, oh, okay, that's not what it was. They can manipulate us. They leave a lot on that cutting room floor. So I'm sure she is a very nice person. She's very beautiful, despite her horrid Elsa dress. She has worn some very cute stuff this season. And people are very loyal to her. Like Tim, he is such a good friend to her. So I know that there's a good side. That's not what the edit is showing.
Well, she went from
bad girl. I'm right there with you.
She went from being one of our favorite people at the beginning of this season to one of the people that we, kind of disliked because of her behavior. So I'm sure that there's a lot of...
You know what? I wouldn't have handled myself the way she did throughout this, but not everybody's going to handle things the same. That doesn't mean I have to dislike her. Just because things wouldn't bother me that bother her doesn't make her any less of a person. It just makes it harder for me to wrap my head around.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying we probably lost a lot in translation with edits and stuff. Because,
Absolutely.
yeah.
But we don't hate anybody on this show. Even Carlo, he may have genuinely been confused. He has a low self-esteem, which is why he's talking smack about everybody else. It's kind of like if I put these people down, it's going to make me feel better about myself. If I say bad things about Cole, then I look better. If I say bad things about Tiffany, then it doesn't hurt if she rejects me.
Well, I wasn't going to say that I hated any. I usually don't hate people. I dislike people's behavior or they'll do things that I can't stand. But hate is a very strong word.
This is very mom of us. Like, I love you. I just don't love what you did.
Yeah. I love you, but I don't like that.
Exactly. Denial is a river in Egypt, and Carlo's swimming in it.
My gosh, is he ever? He can't remember nothing. Nothing that he says.
He remembers. It's just
Of course he
shameful
does.
what he has said. So he denies it, thinking these bitches ain't bringing receipts.
They did bring the receipts.
You ain't thinking if you think that's what happened. Of course they're bringing the receipts.
Everybody and their friend has kept every text message.
The things he's saying aren't even true. He's just trying to make himself look better by, like, they're not even a little bit true. Tiffany is not fat and ugly.
No.
Despite that horrible dress, she has made some fabulous fashion choices, but she is gorgeous. She has a gorgeous figure, like a gorgeous figure. Boom, 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 curvy lady. She's got a rack and a booty, and she's got it.
She's got that Marilyn Monroe figure.
Yes.
Yes.
Gorgeous. And Elise is not dumb. There is nothing that Elise has done to make me think dumb. I've thought she's moving too fast. She's getting attached too fast. She just needs to slow down and look. I've done that before. That's why I know it's too fast. I got engaged after 11 days once.
But he's not just talking shit about the girls.
No.
His best buddy on the resort, he's talked shit about him.
Now, to be fair, that might be the only truth. He said that Cole looks like an idiot when he's drunk, which Cole, you might let that lie because that could explain your creepy behavior on the show. Because I'm sure that the producers were pumping you full of tequila. So maybe just, I wouldn't dispute that and be like, yeah, I am a creep when I'm drunk. That's why I got the edit. I would go with that if I were your PR person.
Yeah, but
and I wouldn't say threaten to punch Carlo in the face.
Yeah. Well, he did that right there on the show right now.
Cole, you're not helping your case, bud. I would have taken it and spun it.
Well,
you just made yourself look like a bigger jerk.
Yeah, and I don't think that's why Cole was upset with Carlo. It was just the fact that they were best friends and he was saying these things behind his back to the other ones.
Really says something, though, if your reaction is, I'm about to punch you in the face.
Yeah, which we already know he don't do none of that. Please.
It's creepy, and you're not drunk. Carlo is only saying what he said to hurt Tiffany and Elise, and it did. It doesn't matter what Tiffany used to weigh. It says more that she focused on her health to be around for her kids. You know, that says a lot more, her journey does, than where she's come from.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention willpower. I mean, it takes tremendous amount of willpower to lose weight like that.
More than willpower sometimes.
I don't even have it to lose 5 pounds, let alone, I don't know how much she lost, but just wow.
And then Elise, he's saying that she's dumb, which I have not seen that. Has she made some mistakes finding love? Sure. I thought she moved too fast. Have I made those mistakes? Yes, we all make those mistakes. We learn that as we date. I moved too fast before, which is how I know that's a red flag.
And we see how Elise and Tiffany actually ended up making up is because they had went to one of the Between the Sheets shows, and afterwards they spent 7 hours together going through each other's phones and the text messages that Carlo had sent each one of them.
Now, here's what gets me. If a guy is texting you something like that about another woman, that's a red flag.
Yeah, what's he saying about you?
When a guy talks badly about his ex, that's a red flag. Especially that way. She's dumb. She used to be 300 pounds. You are petty, surface level. You're 38, Chloe. Tiffany has lived more life than you have. She has more responsibility than you have as a 38-year-old single man raising 2 kids.
Well, Elise said it very well. She said, you have talked shit about all of us, all of your friends. And Suki's pretty much, okay, we're done. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Carlo.
And she does it. He's doing it just to be hurtful. But yeah, everyone agrees the best thing for you to do, Carlo, is apologize and GTFO. Bye.
Yeah.
He does. He's like, sorry. He's out.
Mm-hmm.
So we cut to break, and Colt and Courtney are getting some fruit from the craft station. Courtney is saying how Tiffany has talked a lot of shit. So quite rich for her to sit there and blame Carlo for doing the same thing. Tiffany pops out from behind the curtain and she's like, hey, talk shit better. I can hear you. I don't know. That's some pretty good talking shit. If they don't hear you, what's the point?
I know. I think it's pretty obvious that anybody on the other side, there's no walls. They're all curtains. So if somebody's standing over there, they're going to be hearing what you're saying. So it wasn't sneaky or anything. She didn't care if anybody heard her. So, okay.
Come here. I'll say it to your face.
This is how it's done, Tiffany.
Oh, that's how we do it. We're more direct, I think, than Tiffany.
Yeah. Apparently Courtney is too. That's how she rolls.
I'll tell you what I think and let you respond.
Mm-hmm. And then we get to Tim and Jen, who we have watched throw shade at each other the entire time they've been at this resort. She has been claiming that he's a swinger. He's been saying that she's a gold digger. And we finally get some answers to all of the shade. Tim has receipts that he's sent money. We can't tell how much it is, but he's got like 15 receipts.
He sent it, even though she says never. It's like, well, never 15 times.
And then they bring out Veronica, his ex.
Who I love. She's one of my favorite in this franchise because she tells it like it is. And she sets Tim's ass straight.
She's gorgeous, too.
She is.
I just love her.
Adorable.
I love her personality as we're watching her. And so she squashes the whole, we're not swingers. We were never swingers.
She said that they went to a swingers club in Charlotte, which he used to live over there. Like, I didn't know of any swingers clubs, but where our office was, that neighborhood, they used to say that there were like fishbowl parties.
Lots of pineapples.
Yeah. And you'd like grab your neighbor's keys out of a fishbowl. So that was always like a rumor there.
You were supposed
definitely heard rumors about a lot of swingers.
You were supposed to be able to identify the houses in the neighborhood that had the swinging parties by the pineapple flags.
Upside down pineapples.
Pineapple flags. So
were you in that community?
I wasn't in that community, but
there were rumors. So
I
can see why they didn't do anything though, because some of the people I heard the rumors about, I would have been freaked out and left that.
Yeah, the only reason why I paid attention to it was to know what kind of yard flags not to get.
Don't do it, Dee. Don't do it. Dee's not looking for the D.
I'm not looking for the swing.
I mean, a swinging D. Okay. Anyway,
Veronica actually encourages him to ask Elise out. So she gives him the prompts on how to ask Elise on a date, which I thought was so cute. And he did it almost verbatim to what she was telling him to do.
He did, but it did not seem sincere. He has such a big wall up, and he wants to ask her out, and Veronica knows that, but he's so afraid of being vulnerable, and it comes off as insincere. And Elise even says, if it wasn't for you, Veronica, I wouldn't have said yes. Elise deserves a guy that has more confidence than that. Although Jen has a lot of confidence and Veronica has a lot of confidence, and Veronica says that he needs a confident woman to bring out like his security, to make him feel secure about opening up.
Yeah, she said he does much better once you get to know him, and he relaxes and the anxiety's not quite as bad. I don't think that he's not genuine. He sounds insecure in asking her, not disingenuous. Yeah.
Just like he rejected May before she had a
chance. Yeah. And I still think that May would have continued to go out with him on another date had he not done that. He just gets in his head way too much.
I don't hate it. I don't I hate the idea of Tim and Elise. I don't like that he blocked her for 6 months, though, and put her on the outside. I felt really bad about how people were treating her.
I do too. That might have been a show of support to Tiffany and not necessarily something that she did to Tim, but he
did like her.
He felt rejected, so he was like okay with doing it.
That says a lot too. Look at how Rob has handled rejection.
Yeah.
The masterclass. And Veronica is giving such great advice to Elise. She's like, look, you've got to take charge. You've got to jump his bones. She's like, I'll give you my phone number. You text me. She's like, can you guide him through this? And she's like, yes, that will guide him through it. So she completely is shipping Tim and Elise. And she would know because Tim told us earlier in the tell-all that he broke his dick having sex with Veronica. So she jumped his bones and took his boner out for 9 months.
7 hours. 7 hours of sex is how he broke his dick. Courtney was completely shocked. The look on her face was priceless.
You think they stopped for a snack?
Don't know. Everybody was like, how do you do that? How do you break your dick?
You take like a water break? I've got questions.
I would have been hangry somewhere in all of that. Like, I would have had to stop for a snack.
I have been Veronica before, not for my exes, but for my guy friends, where like you have to kind of guide them through the relationship, get them out of their own heads. Mm-hmm. With my guy roommates, like my guy roommates, 3 of them, they all met the person they were going to marry and married them while I was their roommate. Because I would sit there and talk them out of their heads. Dustin, Brandon, and Will.
You were like, what was the love doctor that everybody used to get the advice from? Dr. Ruth?
Oh, that's the sex one. She's the old sex one.
Dr. Ruth.
I don't know how much sexy advice that was given. It was more like, okay, you didn't kiss her. Just go out with her again and try. Like, it doesn't mean you mess things up. Oh, she hasn't texted you back in 3 hours? Calm down. She's probably at work.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
Like, get out of your head. Don't end it before it's over. But yeah, this might work.
Dr. Lauren.
Do have a doctorate. Not that kind. Yeah. Hopefully Elise has it in her because I've got about 10 minutes in me and that's it. I don't have time to wait around.
You wham bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Get in and get out.
Yeah.
It was so cute. Tim calls over the makeup person for Jen. Elise calls over the makeup person for Elise. And she's like, that's my man.
It was so cute.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah. He would give her the attention that she needs. And she can give him the confidence that he needs. I think it would be a great match.
Maybe when he's not around Tiffany, she might just drag him down into the mud with her.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably a lot more mature.
It'd be nice to watch.
It was.
Team Elise Tim.
I'm just Team Elise happiness and Team Tim happiness. Might not be with each other, but I see potential.
Yeah. I'd like to see it, though.
And he's got a cool style. Not today. She has a cool style. So Jen and Cole have moved beyond just physical attraction. It's getting real now. They're getting to know each other. But on that physical attraction front, Jen's a freak. Cole says he's just got to hold on like a rodeo clown and hope he don't get bucked off. And apparently he's a freak too. Closet freak. But Jen is too much of a lady. She's not going to tell us about all of that. So what does the lady tell us?
Tacos and squirts. Like, what the hell is taco and squirts?
Not very ladylike. Not that I'm a lady.
I can't, like, my brain, like, I have several things going through my mind on what that could potentially mean, and none of it is good. Like,
well, do you know what squirts is?
No. I know what a squirt is. Like, a squirt. Like, you know, if you squirt water or something, I know what a squirt is. And I know what a taco is.
Oh,
but
surfers, we're about to have to explain to Dee what a squirt is.
Am I going to get schooled on something? Please, go ahead.
It's female ejaculation during an orgasm.
Ah, okay.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know what
and
that
it's not pee, but
gotcha.
And squirt.
Gotcha.
Tacos. I thought she meant her puss.
That's what I thought.
Then she's talking about him actually bringing her damn tacos, which I'm not going to be mad at, but I don't want to be squirting and eating tacos at the same time.
Well, and that's what confused me because they said tacos and squirts. And then at some point, I thought somewhere in that, maybe we need to go back and look. It was like one was the front and one was the back. Like something was said in that direction. And I'm like, okay, now I'm really confused as to what tacos and squirts are.
Such a lady.
Right.
The only thing I want squirting around my taco is hot sauce. Okay, I'm talking about tacos you eat. Oh, boy.
You could just go down a whole rabbit hole with this. Maybe we just need to just stop with the tacos and squirts and just no further down this rabbit hole.
Even though we don't resolve this issue in this part of the tell-all, we do start to get into Mario Kart night and the editing tricks. So when we watch this on the show, we were led to believe that Cole shushing Jen and spouting out at Tim led Jen into Rob's arms. That'd be funny. Tim into Rob's arms. Classic bromance. But no, Jen went and started flirting with Rob and went home and played Mario Kart with him. But what we're told here is that the night before the Mario Kart, Jen and Cole had spent the night together and hooked up for the first time. And Cole wanted to do something romantic. So he got a bottle of champagne and put it in Tiffany's room. And then Tiffany is giving Cole the bottle and Jennifer sees him leaving Tiffany's room. So she plops right on over to Rob. It's like hurt him and leave him before he can leave me.
Mm-hmm.
Which we saw the same thing when May came out of Rob's room.
Yeah, every time one of the guys hurt her or what she assumed was a hurt or a betrayal, she went to the other one.
She has to process some of her last relationships because she's holding on to some things that she's carrying over into this.
Right. And this is what has Tiffany so frustrated at this tell-all, even on the show, is she was basically saying, you don't give a shit about either one of these guys. You've just been playing them the whole time.
I don't think she's just playing them. I think she has real feelings and she's really afraid of getting hurt. So she's like, I have options. I will leave him if I'm not good enough for him. If he wants to go and date other people, which completely hypocritical.
Right.
All of them. But he's coming out of Tiffany's room. Then I'm going to go to Rob. Rob's coming out of May's room. I'm going to go to Cole. So again, we don't really know how things worked out with the edit. We do know it wasn't the first night. Which I guess we knew because Rob hooked up with Elise the first night.
Well, I didn't think Elise and Rob slept together that night. They just kissed.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He didn't go back to Jen's room anyway.
Yeah, gotcha.
They're making it seem like they did sleep together. We saw what we saw. We're going to see more of it next week.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
And Tiffany is just sticking her nose right into where it doesn't belong again.
She's stirring the pot as usual, apparently.
So Elise and Tiffany point out that even though Jen didn't say that Cole and Rob couldn't date other people, there were going to be consequences for that behavior. Like, she didn't come out and say it. And you see what kind of happens, how she manipulates just a few moments later when she finds out that Cole was hanging out with Tim, Tiffany, and Elise. And Tim and Tiffany went off to have a conversation about something. So he ended up hanging out with Elise, and she can't handle it. She is giving him the cold shoulder. She is punishing him, like, from an emotional standpoint, threatening to break up with him. That's how I imagine she was keeping these guys from seeing other people.
Yeah, because if she got wind that they were seeing someone else, she just went to the other one. She didn't say, no, you can't see that person. She just withheld her affection and attention.
And they didn't want that consequence. So I can see where maybe they were more frustrated than what we were seeing at first. Because what we were under the impression with the edit was everybody was dating openly.
Mm-hmm.
They were free to date. In reality, though, Jen was pulling the strings. And Rob and Cole agree with that.
And she's doing it again because she's furious, you can tell, over the fact that he spent time in Elise's hotel with her alone. Because
and Elise says we're like siblings, despite what the edit showed at the front end. These editors and their tricks. I hope that next week when she says, then this relationship should be over, Cole, it should be. Just say, you're right. and then block her.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got it in him to do it. He's been pretty much her puppy.
This will not move forward well. She has to address these issues she has from prior, what sounds like abusive relationships.
Well, at least
She has these unhealthy relationship patterns now.
Yeah. Well, at least they're in different countries. So if he decides to break it off, maybe it'll make it a little easier.
Try to get her that K1 visa. Mm-hmm. All right. So we've got part 2 coming up next week, complete with Mama Chantel looking like a show when she comes out, swinging her scarves around.
Yes, and we're going to finally get to see Ashley, too.
Finally.
I really thought they would bring her on the show, but they didn't. But we're going to get to see her in the tell-all.
I'm excited to meet Ashley and find out how Chantel's dating life has changed. All right, so we talked about Best Dressed. Who was the winner of the episode for you, Dee?
I really think Elise, we got to see her in a completely different light than what she was portrayed on the resort with the editing and stuff. So I'm going to go with Elise.
I'm going to go with Courtney. She won love. She's getting her taco eated.
Snipered.
And she's telling it like it is.
Her taco's getting snipered. You got that wrong.
Although she's not getting any D, so... But yeah, I'm going to go with Courtney. All right, who is the loser for you for this tell-all?
Gotta be Carlo. Got to be Carlo.
If I have to pick a second, it would be Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a good edit, girl. Not a good edit. Even though she's found love with Ronnie, not her ex, but another Ronnie.
Another ex.
Another ex Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know that many Ronnies. So, yeah, but I would agree. Carlo.
Carlo for sure.
Sorry, Carlo. Sorry, man. Who gets the spinoff? If you get to pick one of them to follow in a spinoff based on this episode, who are we watching?
You know that I'm going to pick Rob because I want to see him find somebody.
Oh.
Yeah. Who you going to pick?
Toss up.
I thought you said we could only do one, Lauren.
Yeah, so give me a minute. I'm going to pick Courtney and Colt because I want to see where this goes if they get out of her mama's house. And I feel like a shit show is brewing. Now, if you want to know what my runner-up was, it would have been Tim and Elise to see how that works out. We would get Veronica in that, but I don't know that that would be as interesting as drama that, you know, Colt and Courtney. Mm-hmm. It might be a great love story. It's basically Veronica holding Tim's hand and getting him into a relationship, though. Yeah, I would have to say Colt. That's who I want to follow up with. Do they leave her mama's house? Are they in a cardboard box and happy?
It's a good one. That's a good pick too. Yeah.
Questions. All right, channel surfers. Well, thanks for tuning in for part 1 of the 90-day hunt for love. We're almost at the end of this. It's been a little bit of a journey today with my voice. Hopefully next week I will be back better. But thank you for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow and do all those fun thingies for us. We love your support. Thank you so much for listening. It just means so much to us.
We appreciate everybody.
We're having so much fun doing this. And we love talking shit. And we love talking shit with the channel servers. So
right.
We will see ya this week with some more Big Brother. And I guess we are wrapping up this 90-day hunt for love next week. That'll be it.
I'm going to miss
for the show. I am too. But we've got good stuff. We got Sister Wives coming.
That's true.
Very excited about that. And also there's some other good stuff coming out. Seeking Sister Wives. There's a lot of interesting true crime stuff bubbling right now. So we've got a lot of different places we can go. But one place we are definitely going is Sister Wives.
That's a done deal.
Done deal.
Let's ride.
Tune in, don't